Hi everyone, this is Ripper of Ripper Gaming, and today I just wanted to go over some of the Prime Day deals that would be a good fit for both your ROG Ally and your Steam Deck. Some of these that say Steam Deck work just fine with the ROG Ally, and several of these I own, so I'll mention them if I have them and if I've tested with them. We're going to get started with the docks today, and the first one I'm showing here is the I think it's JS HB0603. So I'll put links to all these in the description. But this is the original dock that I got, and it is for the Steam Deck, but it works great with my ROG Ally as well. A lot of my videos I've been doing, I've had it hooked up to the dock. And if you look down here, you'll see that it says it's also compatible with ROG Ally as well as other types of consoles. The thing to point out when you're looking for a dock is that it supports 100-watt max power delivery, or it might say PD 100. So that is what you need in order to get the full turbo power. Now, Asus has said that there's an issue with some of these docks where they don't show as being full turbo, which means you can't really do manual settings for 30 watt. But the turbo does work correctly, whereas I've tested it where, especially this dock, even though it doesn't show full turbo, when you're testing games, it is running in full turbo. It starts out around 42, 43 watts and then goes down to 30 watts. So this one does work. You can play at full turbo, even though right here it says cannot guarantee 30-watt turbo mode. It does work, and I've tested that with the 65-watt charger that comes with the ROG Ally, and I've tested it with an aftermarket 100 watt charger. So I have some of those in this segment as well. So anyway, this is a good one if you're just looking for a cheap dock, and if you want to spend a few bucks more, you can get a nice red one here. But yeah, it comes with Ethernet, comes with multiple ports for USB. So this is a pretty nice one to have. And then HDMI, it does work. I've actually tested this and played games at 4K 60 on the ROG Ally. So it won't do 4K 120, but this is a good one to start with if you're just looking for a cheap dock. This is one I would definitely recommend. So on to the next one here. So this one is the HB0604. And so this one I do not have, but this one has got a good price today, and it supports having an external SSD. So you see you can put up to like a 4 terabyte in there. I mean, I guess you could probably put higher, but they're pretty costly. And this is a full-size NVMe SSD, whereas inside of a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally, you have to put a smaller size called a 2230. So this is a good one if you want to have that extra storage and you plan on playing docked a lot. If you're going to use this as like your desktop, it might be worth getting a dock like this so that you can just give yourself a ton of extra storage for games, media, whatever you might have. So this one does have USB-C. It's got a USB 3.2 on there for you can see the ports. Doesn't have as many ports, but it does have that extra storage if that's what you're really looking for. So this one is on sale today too, and I can't say that I've tried this one, but I can say that I've tested multiple JS aux docks, and they all seem to work very well. So I would say this one probably isn't an exception. And if you really had an issue with it, you can return it quite easily through Prime. So anyway, this is another one to consider if you want that extra storage. So the next one we're going to look at here is the HB0702. Now, this is another JS aux dock, and this is one that I actually just got sent by them to review. And so I haven't gotten a review up for that yet, but I have been testing with it, and I can tell you that it seems to work fairly well so far. I haven't had any issues. This one comes with a 45-watt charger. And in fact, I should point out that the some of these actually come with chargers, like you can see in this picture here. This one comes with a 45 watt, so this works fine for a Steam Deck, but it probably won't give you the power you need if you're going to run a ROG Ally. Now you can always just use an external 100-watt charger if you want to buy one of those, or this might potentially also work with the 65. Actually, I have plugged it up and tested with the 65-watt charger that comes with this dock, or that comes with the ROG Ally, and it works fine. So this is another option for you, and it's just nice because it's kind of all in one package with the charger as well. So anyway, this is one I actually played at 4K 60 as well. And even though it doesn't show it's 30-watt turbo, when I had it plugged in, I did definitely get 30-watt turbo. All right, so the next one here, we're on to power banks. I've really only got one of these to test, and I don't really have a lot to recommend, but this is a highly reviewed one. This is one that a lot of people like. This one does provide full 30-watt power if you plug in, I think it's from the top USB-C port. I've tested this on vacation, and this one will give you a full turbo if you're running off of it. So it's like you're plugged into the wall and you get full performance. And I think I paid $120 for this, so this one's definitely on sale, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for an extra battery. Now, I will say this is a chunky boy. This is not small. It's quite heavy, but you can carry it in your pocket as long as you have a tight belt. But if you're traveling and you want a lot of power, I mean, this is 24K, so this is pretty big. A lot of the chargers you see are anywhere between 5 to 10K. So the nice thing about this one also is it's 140 watt output, so you can actually charge your Steam Deck or your ROG Ally, get full power, and you could charge your phone as well. So this is a pretty nice one. I like this one, and have had it for a couple weeks now. I guess you can see my last purchase time on it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the 150 watt USB-C charger. So this one is on sale, and this is a big charger, and this could be used to charge not only your Steam Deck and Ally and give you full power, but to also charge an additional device. Now this one's a little bit more expensive. I do have another one that's a little bit cheaper that's on sale. That's 100 watt, so I'll go to that one in a second. But it's an Anker also, and so I see no reason why this Anker wouldn't work to give you full power as well as the other Anker that I'm about to show you. So this next one here, you can see that basically we've got the 100 watt Nano 2. This fits in the palm of your hand. It's not huge, but it's not small either. So, but this one I've done testing with. I've used it with different docks, with JS aux docks, with Anker docks, and I've gotten full power on everything. Now I will tell you, just depending on the dock, sometimes it won't show you full power, but during testing you are actually getting full power. But if you plug this in directly to like your ROG Ally, you will show full power. So I've had good experience with this one so far. And now we're on to micro SD cards. So if you've seen some other videos or kept up with any of this, you know that there are some issues where the ROG Ally can overheat and kill your micro SD card and your reader. I haven't had that experience myself, but I hear it's really tied to thermal issues and running in turbo mode for probably hours on end. Now, I can't guarantee that. That's just what I've read so far and what Asus has provided to us. So if you unfortunately had one that died, you might be looking to pick up a new micro SD card, or if you have one that or if you just don't have one yet and want to get some extra space, then this is a good way to go as well. So this is a card I actually have in use. I bought it for my Steam Deck. I moved it over to my ROG Ally, and it seems to perform very well. I haven't had any issues with it. Some people prefer to go for SanDisk, and I have one of those covered as well. But this one's at a very good price. I think I paid $120 for it when I bought mine. So so I definitely recommend picking this one up if you're looking for that extra space. Now keep in mind, micro SD cards, you might be able to play AAA games, but you're probably better trying to play those on the hard drive instead. But there's definitely a lot you can play off of an SD card. So I would recommend this if you're looking for more space. And you can get some of the other sizes as well, but at this price, the 1 terabyte is really a steal. All right, so now we've got the same thing basically in the SanDisk Extreme, and I've actually had people comment that this one is a better one to go because it can handle the high heat better, that kind of thing. Like I said, I haven't had any real issues with mine, with my Lexar, and I actually do own some of these, but not really for my ROG Ally. I've bought them for other things like cameras. So I haven't had any issues with them. They've run great. Obviously, this one costs a little bit more. But if you prefer to stick with SanDisk and you want something like an Extreme, then this is a good price for it. So definitely something to look at if you want to get one of these. And so the last two things I've got are hard drives, and this will require taking apart either your Steam Deck or your ROG Ally. The ROG Ally is actually fairly easy to take apart. The Steam Deck's not bad either, but the Ally was pretty easy to me. So as far as getting a new drive, most people are going to go for a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte. So if you're looking for a 2 terabyte, this is a pretty good price. The one I'm using is a Sabrent, and it costs about $220, and I'll show that one in a second just for reference. It's not on sale today, unfortunately, but this one looks like it is on sale for Prime Day, and it does have a lot of good ratings, and it does have a good fake spot review analysis. There's only 14 ratings, but it's got a B rating, so it's not like they're all fake ratings. And I've seen this posted on Reddit as well. That could be a good potential buy. And it's a Gen 4 by 4 read speed up to 5,000, so that means it's a fast one. So you're not getting a slower one for this price. So this might be a good option for you. I cannot say I've tried it myself though, so I can't recommend it from my own chances with it, but I can, check out the ratings, see that it's valid reviews, and see people recommending it on Reddit. So this is one you might want to look at as well. And also keep in mind you want 2230 because that is the smaller one that fits into your Steam Deck or your ROG Ally. Okay, and then for the next one here, this is what I run in my Ally. And so this one's not on sale, but I just wanted it to be out there for reference so you can see this one's 220. Sabrent's pretty reputable. AdLink is a little not as well known, so that one's obviously cheaper, but that's $30 cheaper. So if you don't want to quite go up to this price for a 2 terabyte, then you might want to look at that AdLink and see if that one works better for you. They both should perform about the same performance, and if you want to go down to a 1 terabyte, it looks like you can get it for about 110. So I would recommend these drives. Are both good. And I have had personal experience with them. So I think that is the last of it for those. I did want to point out, I think there was one more dock that actually came with a charger. Let's see, this one comes with a 65 watt. So that's good to note that it comes with the extra power brick. That might be enough to give you turbo, although I can't say for sure because I haven't tested this one. And the fact that it's running an NVMe drive, so it probably needs some extra power to run that drive as well. But any of these, I would still recommend using one of those third-party 100-watt chargers. Anker is not the only one out there. There's several different types that you can probably find for cheaper, but they are on sale today, so I wanted to point that out. So anyway, hopefully that gives you all some ideas on stuff to buy if you're looking for some accessories for your ROG Ally or your Steam Deck. And hope you all enjoyed the video, and I appreciate a like and subscribe. Thanks all.